target something first. I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
Finish him.
That's still recharging.
Finish him. Mage.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Finish him.
Their target. Glad I could help!
Finish him.
My mana is low. Too far away.
Finish him. Multi-kill. Finish him. Finish him. Unstoppable.
Bam!
He did call me on my son's phone.
The reason they are focused on the phone and credit card is because they have records putting both of them near where Brittany was when she went missing. They also have video footage of her vehicle around the same area. What's interesting is that Angel has a simple answer to the evidence. She claims that she left both her phone and credit card inside her vehicle, which Raymond took after they did a vehicle swap for some unknown reason.
And what happened
One time, and then when Benjamin got my phone, he did call me on that phone a couple times, and I went to the apartment. He met me. I stayed there for a while and got something. He went back to the apartment. At some point, in the middle of the night, he was gone, so he called me on the phone. But can I tell you where he? I don't know. But that's happened a lot in our relationship. He might go to bed with me, and I'll wake up at some point. He's not there. Most of the time, though, he wasn't Ernie. But do I know that's where he went? I can't tell you that's where he went. I don't know. I didn't call Ernie to look. Like I said, I'm chasing some guy. I'm not keeping up with him. He does his business or just mine. That kind of thing. So I can't tell you where he was. I really can't. I can tell you I wasn't with him, but I also can tell you I was with him later.
That time?
I can't even tell you that day.
Was it before or after midnight?
I was with him some before midnight, but after midnight, he disappeared. I don't know where he went, but I do know at some point he disappeared. I don't know, because he came back right after that. I was in the meeting. He called me one time, and then I called him one time. I think that's how it went. I can't remember exactly.
And I'm just trying to...
I'm thinking he took the truck, but I can't promise you that.
I'm just trying to make sure I understand. You said that when you came back and you switched vehicles, you stayed the night.
I went, got something to eat in town, came back,
To get closer.
stayed the night because I got something to eat, called the kids, went home.
Mom, why did you switch vehicles? Just to go get something to eat?
Well, he was going somewhere, and I didn't know where he was going, and I already didn't know where he was, so yes.
The detectives are trying to figure out why they switched vehicles and why Angel is adamant they made the switch. Did they really switch vehicles, and if so, was the switch a way for Raymond to cover his tracks, or was Angel involved?
Finish him.
He called your son.
He called my son's phone and told me. Because he said he had called me, and I didn't answer.
Did you say we were at
And that's why I told him, I said, are you in town? And he said, yeah. And I said, well, are you ready to tell you? He said, no, I got a couple things to do. He said, I'll call you when I'm done. I said, okay. So he called, told me he was on his way back. He didn't say from where. So I went to the apartment. He wasn't there. Waited a few minutes, still wasn't there. So I left. And then I went back later.
So if the vehicle was on the boulevard at the exact time pretty much that Brittany goes missing, then your recollection, that would have been Ray.
Yeah.
Your vehicle, that was your vehicle.
It was my vehicle.
By himself.
Yeah. I mean, as far as I know, but like I said, did he mean it was like, I don't know. I didn't ask, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
So I can't say he was by himself. When he left, he was by himself. When he came back, he was by himself.
Finish him.
He was by himself.
You went to Ernie's and got clothes?
He did. Me,
Right.
Me and Ernie were not friends at that time.
You mentioned he took your car there.
Yes.
But you also said that you guys had exchanged cars.
Yeah, I said when we were back at the apartment.
Right.
He left because we went back to the apartment.
According to Angel, she met Raymond in
Finish
town
him.
to switch vehicles, only to meet back at the apartment, where Raymond would then go to Ernie's in her vehicle. Why drive out to town to switch vehicles instead of waiting until they met at the apartment and do the switch then? Also, why did they even need to switch vehicles? These are some of the many questions the detectives have about Angel's story.
So if the vehicle was that size with the landing, right, that would not have been you, is what you're saying.
Oh, no, not
The
me.
time that you took your phone in that vehicle and you were never at the landing that you.
No.
Oh, like an innocent explanation for doing that.
No, I don't think I was at the lane. I mean, because we met back at the apartment. He didn't go with me to get something to eat.
Right?
Finish him.
No, I don't think it was just landing. No.
So that's the opposite direction. Donald is down at the landing from
Yeah.
from the lodge is the other
Yeah.
way.
The landing's out towards the Maryville way. McDonald's is right here in town, like right up in y'all.
I mean, be quiet in there, but obviously whoever did this made some, mistakes, that's right?
Well, it wasn't just them. There was other girls out. It was just, I was drinking and it was just bombarded, It was all over town anyway, it was on the news.
Yeah.
Everybody knows all it. So yes, I get harassed all the time. Bullshit, what he did, I didn't even fucking know him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was frustrated, I was drunk. So I got pissed off. I was like, no, fuck, you didn't do it, I got you.
Finish him.
No, and then I don't even know what else I was drunk. I know what I said something about the girl hit on him or something. I don't even know what I said. To be honest with you, yeah, I did say I was pissed off. I just wanted to leave him alone. And leave me alone.
The police find it very strange that she said she did it and claim she only said it because she was tired of people accusing Raymond. It's possible that she was very intoxicated the night she said it, but the police have to take that statement seriously and look into why she said it.
So, yeah, I was stupid. But guess what? I did it. I can't say I didn't. I did.
Yeah. I mean, there's more conversation.
There's a lot of conversation.
That's
Yeah,
what you're talking
because
about.
everybody else left. And it was just me and her.
So I'm saying that incident you're referring to, like that there's other evidence, right?
Yeah.
That some of the stuff I was talking to has nothing to do with whatever you're talking about. But and we're trying to piece this thing together because the person who did it that night, they made some mistakes, right? Like for example, they kept Brittany's phone on, and they kept Sarah's phone on. So it was wrong move, obviously, from all together. So what's the chances of somebody being on Ocean Boulevard at 11th Street South at 1 minute, and also being at the North Santee, which everybody in the news knows that's where the searching was done. So who would have been at those two locations?
I get it. I mean, I do get it. I get it. I took him to the motels we usually stayed at, but I know he did not stay at the beach that night. He was not at the beach, so I know he came home. I know that.
All right. I agree with you. I think you did.
So, I can't answer this question. So in my mind, because I've known him so long, I'm thinking, there has to be something concrete, and I just don't have that.
I know. You're stuck in a position here, like, and we're asking you questions and we're volunteering information. We're trying to just find out the truth, and really, if we can eliminate you,
Right.
that helps.
I can't sit here and lie if I don't remember. I'm not gonna do that. I just don't remember. I mean, some things. I remember a little bit here and there. I remember, some vehicles. I didn't remember the black vehicle. And then I didn't remember later on about having the Kia until I remembered the kids raging and I had to get, so, I mean, it's a long time. I just don't remember all that.
He's never said anything to you.
No, he doesn't. Like I said, he doesn't offer information. He's not that kind of person. He's not. And he doesn't talk about things in passing. I ask him because he says he just wants to pass in the past and get on with life. Hey, I get that. No, I do.
Yeah.
I'm not straight and narrow. The stupid shit. Well, you don't want you. And I just don't want to talk about, even when people ask me, when you were 20, I don't remember. I don't care, I don't want to remember, So, but, I mean, could he have done it? I know he could. I do know that. But you don't want to believe that? No.
I know you don't. I believe you. I do. You don't.
It's unclear if the detectives believe that she was involved. Either way, they know they need to use her to get more information on Raymond.
We think you have an opportunity here to possibly discuss some things with him about. I think you both might have some information, right? And so we're going to have to continue to investigate this,
Right.
And we're going to have to continue to talk to people about this. If we go do that and the word gets out, that's what we want. That's why we were honest with you when we got
here. We told nobody. We don't want anybody to know your business. Right? But unfortunately, what you're saying, we got to continue. Right? Because there's a lot of evidence that shows vehicles,
right,
phones.
I got it.
What do you think you could do to help us out?
What do you want me to do? Is what I'm asking. I mean,
at the end of the day, we're looking for Brittany, the body, right? So that is the goal. That is a golden ticket.
I'm sure it is.
Right? Yeah. And we believe that you might be able to help us. And if let's just say if Ray was involved in that, then you would obviously know where that was. So if we were interested in your idea, if you were ever to try to find that, that's really what the goal of the case is, right? Is to do that. So if there's anything that you could think of.
I would say the best thing is put a bug in his vehicle, is all I can tell you.
Well, how would that do this to the body?
Finish him.
A role?
Another what?
Could he have been involved in another way?
What do you mean another way?
I'm asking.
I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean another way?
When he left, could that have something to do with it?
When he left,
In the middle of the night?
did that have something to do with what? Brittany? I have no idea. I mean, he said it was Ernie's. That's all I can tell you. But could it have it? Of course it could have. Could it? I don't know.
What do you think you'd say?
I was, in the beginning, I was very nervous about it. I really was. Because I didn't know. And he wanted to see me, So, I didn't know. I still don't know. So, does it make me nervous when people bring it up? Yes, it makes me nervous. Of course it does. Because I'm living with somebody who could have.
I haven't got all day. What now? Goodbye.
Hello. Victory for Sylvanas. What is it? Farewell.
you know?
If you asked him if he was involved, would that be different?
No, he said no.
Trust no one.
I mean, I can try to ask him, I mean, again, you know, but first thing is gonna be, he knows I'm here,
Right.
but he thinks I'm meeting for some other reason. First question is gonna be, did they ask you about me? That's gonna be the first question.
Okay.
I mean, he's real, I mean, he's suspicious, believe me.
Still?
Always. Always. Not even about anything to do with this. I mean, just always if somebody comes up, who's that?
Yeah.
What do they want? Why were they here?
Yeah.
You know, just, you know, he's very suspicious. You know, it's just his nature. But he's been that way since you know.
They did talk to him about when they went out to your house initially, when they got the girl out of there, Alicia, I think.
Yes.
So, if you could say. Sure.
Oh, that is what I'm telling him.
Sure,
That's
he did.
exactly what I'm telling him.
You had mentioned a bug. Is that something you think would work? Is that something that you think you could do?
Oh, yeah, I can do it.
Angel agrees to do everything she can to help with the investigation. Before she leaves, the detectives have one last question for Angel.
But our sincere goal is to get the truth and to work with you.
Right.
Like, we genuinely want to do
No,
that.
I mean, I get that. I believe you.
Because there's a lot of evidence that points at you.
Right.
And if what you said happened, and that's true, and we can prove that,
Right.
that's critically important. And we would want to work with you to try, we just want the truth.
Right. I know.
Like, and whatever it is, we think you might know.
Right.
Right? But we can't wait. So, but we want, out of respect for you, we'll say, hey, look, tomorrow.
I'll meet with you tomorrow.
If we meet tomorrow,
Right.
if we can meet tomorrow here, and we have this discussion,
Right.
think about like where you're at right now, and then we make some decisions and we want to move forward together.
Okay.
That's our goal,
That's fine.
right? I mean, that's really where we want to be. And you
Okay.
gotta believe that, because we just want the truth.
I know you
And
do.
ultimately, we want to just find Brittany.
I mean, I do believe. I'm super.
And that was, anybody that would have that information would be holding a very, very valuable card.
Oh, I know.
Like if they were very scared that they're in trouble, they also have significant
Right.
leverage, right? Right now, and if that leverage goes away, if I had that leverage and I got hit by a bus, like that's gone. Like there's no chance of getting.
I mean,
that
I usually, I'll
information.
tell you this, I don't care what, don't I know, I promise you, on my children's life, and I lost my son in the car
I
accident.
know, I'm sorry.
I don't know where Brittany is. I don't.
I do,
really
I believe
don't.
you. We want to work with, but we want to try to get there.
Yeah, I know you
And
do.
if there's little pieces early on that you
Right.
can remember tonight and say, maybe it was just I was riding in a car when something happened.
Right.
Then okay, let's work with that.
I get you.
Right?
I
And
get
then we work with it together. And you say, but I don't want people to know this. Then
Right.
We work with you on that.
I know.
Maybe we can do it this way, but we need to know it. And you might be shocked how much I believe you. Really? You might be shocked how much I believe you, but I also know that there's facts in there
Right.
too. And we're willing to give you that time, right? So we appreciate you coming down here. It's a lot we're dumping. Okay? But I think this is also the path to like kind of get, like you've got all this stuff in your mind because you're a person with a conscience, right? Some people don't have a conscience. That's not you. You're a grandmother. You have all these things, and you feel bad if you have information.
Right.
We're not accusing you of something you didn't do. We just want to find what the facts are and then work with you on that. And if it doesn't result in finding Brittany, then so be it.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't get there, but I think you could help us get started down that path. And if we just wanted to go out there and screw with you, we would have went out there and screwed with you.
Right, I know.
You know, so does that make sense for you?
Yeah, it does, it does.
Yeah.
The police would watch Raymond and Angel over the next several days, but unfortunately, they were unable to get more evidence against them. 1 week later, Raymond surprises the police department, coming in and confessing to the crime.
One person ever told us.
Killing spree.
right to the presence of a lawyer before and during the questioning, and if you wish a lawyer can afford one, the court will appoint one before any questioning. You understand that?
No one's going to make you say anything today.
No one's fast.
You want to do it again? Let's do it again. Number one, you have the right to remain silent. You understand that? Yep, okay. Number two, anything you say will be used against you in a court of law. You understand that? No? Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. I don't doubt for 1 second that you understand what I'm telling you. You understand the conversation, you understand the questions. So we're gonna have to come to some type of agreement here, or at least an understanding whether or not you want to act like a young adult or not.
After Vincente has read his rights, he says he doesn't understand what is being read to him. Whether he is playing dumb or he really doesn't understand doesn't matter, because the detective can't continue to question him until he hears Vincente say he understands.
Talk to a lot of people. You're not an unintelligent person. You start over? Okay.
How long ago did you guys break up?
Oh,
You and your girlfriend?
don't even remember that.
They have already spoken with Vincente's mother prior to this interrogation. She informed them that his girlfriend had broken up with him and he was very depressed because of it.
You guys were obviously very serious with each other. You had some goals written down there in your bedroom closet about what your goals together were going to be for the new year. Is that for next New Year's or this New Year's that already happened? Is that the goal for?
I just black, and I can't say I black out. I don't know.
Finish him.
I just, it's like once it
Rampage.
gets to the point.
I know you've had some anger issues and been to some anger counseling in the past, right? To fit in that pocket of your coat. Is that pocket that big on that coat? Yes. So your left side breast pocket. That's what you're saying.
I only remember bits and pieces. And I remember running up to her and I scared her. And I wasn't trying to scare her.
Mm-hmm.
I scared her. And then after I did that, I remember I was running
Okay.
and my leg hurted.
The reason that you scared her is because you had a gun pointed at her head. That's why you scared her. Can we agree on that?
If I did, I don't remember ever doing, like, pointing no gun at her head.
Well, that's convenient for you to say, because it's not easy to talk about.
I ran up to her, and yeah, I pointed it at her.
Meaning, what's going through your mind at that point? Are you trying to get her to leave with you? What's going through your mind at that point?
Maybe pay attention to you.
Show her I didn't want to hurt her.
And you know what's good about that? There's two things that are good about that. Number one, we appreciate you telling the truth. Number two, she didn't get hurt. Okay?
I can't cast that yet.
Let me ask you this question. At that point, you're obviously angry. You're up there. Are you, in your mind, are you almost scaring yourself with your anger, or do you feel like you're in control at
It
that
scared the fuck out of me.
point? Okay. You're so angry at that point.
That's still recharging.
Were you more angry the second time than you were the first time, would you say?
I was angry
I was more angry
Finish him.
the second time.
Multi-kill.
When you
Go
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
When I did that, I didn't want to hurt her, and I was scared that I was going to.
What causes you to stop pointing the gun at her and for her to move out of the way or whatever?
I stopped pointing the gun at her because I didn't want to hurt her.
Okay. What did you do? Did she move away from you then? Did she get in the car?
I moved.
You moved? Where did you move to?
I went to the back.
By the garage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I appreciate you telling me the truth, because I asked you a little bit ago just to go back by the garage, and you said no.
Finish him.
So I appreciate that.
I went back there.
Okay.
And when I went back there, I told myself to leave because it was time to go. Because I knew if I wasn't in, I knew if I would have stayed there, I would have hurt somebody. And that's what happened.
Let me stop you. We both know there's one more aspect to the story that's not being told.
He's about to tell it. He's getting to it.
Can we agree to that?
What do you
There's
mean?
one more thing that happened. Okay, pulled her out of the car, pointed the gun at her head,
Finish
go into the
him.
garage, come back up in the car. There's one more part of this that needs to get explained. It's kind of the big part.
Are they trying to pull away as you go back up the car, or are they still just kind of sitting there?
No, and, dude, I don't know if you, it seemed like you had the story kind of confused. The first time is when I pulled her out the car.
Yeah.
And I talked to her. I don't know if I probably was getting it wrong from what you were saying, but the first time I came, I pulled her out the car. That happened. I left. I came back.
Yeah.
And that second time, I came out the back, and she was there, and that's when I pointed the gun.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to hurt her, so I didn't want to. I didn't.
Was she out of the car at that point?
Yeah, she was out of the car going into the car.
Okay.
And when I did that, I remember I didn't want to hurt her.
There was a pause, right?
I went to the back.
Yeah. And do you know what
And then, because her and her friend came out, and they got in the car,
Yeah.
and the skinny girl wasn't there.
Correct. What happened then?
After I ran to the back,
You come back to the car. What's going through your head when you're coming back to the car?
I came back to the car. Yep.
What happened? No.
I just never expect me to do some shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what we've heard.
All right.
So what's going through your mind as you're coming back up to that car? The anger, jealousy thing kind of getting the best
I
of you?
was so mad. I was just so mad.
Were you more mad at her, mad at that guy? Who were you mad at the most?
Finish him.
I really can't say it was like a level of certain type of mad.
Mm-hmm.
In June of 2019,
Okay, so that's her van? Yes, sir. Can we just start the video and just watch it? Mind if I take a seat? Gotta cut you. Alright.
the footage begins with Mary unloading antiques into her storage unit, and then she leaves to go to the office. While she's gone, the owner of the orange truck walks into her storage unit and waits for her to return. When Mary enters her storage, the door is closed behind her. After several minutes, Only the man exits the building. He then cleans up Mary's belongings and drives her vehicle away. When he returns, he goes back into her storage and comes out with 2 large trash cans, and he puts them into his own storage. Thanks to the surveillance footage, the police were able to identify the man as Michael Olson. They searched through Michael's storage unit, and they found the trash cans that held Mary's body. The police would immediately send messages out to other police departments, telling them to be on the lookout for Michael. The search wouldn't last very long, because Michael had already been arrested for unrelated charges.
Yeah, this way, sir.
Yes, I need to choose the ID.
I should know your face.
What's
You
that?
ever been in the county before?
Yes.
What if I took you? What if I took you?
Well, I got she's with TPO, my ex-girlfriend, who
What's her name?
Melissa Hubsey. That was
Is this in Akron?
well, no, she lives in the Falls.
I mean, the charge, was it in Akron?
It was in Fairlawn.
No, it wouldn't be us. We don't control what they do. One day we might.
Well, she comes to fuck me up.
Well, how that is. Hey, watch your head going in there. Everybody, sometimes hits their head for whatever reason. All right, we're going straight there.
Finish him.
Ain't like we stopping nowhere. We're going straight. No detour.
The detectives would put Michael into an interrogation room, but they wouldn't tell him what it was for. They wanted him to believe that he was going to be questioned about the breaking and entering charges he had been arrested for.
Yeah, put this on. Please, we put this on you, man. No problem. All right. I don't remember. Mike. Mike. And wherever you stand on that smoke would be great. Yeah, I'll put you up here. All right.
Finish him. Finish him.
Man's gonna fall off. I lost it staying away.
Isn't ready yet.
Shit, now I got pissed. Fuck. I had golf league tonight. That's what I was actually getting ready to go do. You weren't supposed to meet your dad? No.
On February 22nd, 2022, 911 was called when a person saw a vehicle accelerate and run into multiple people at a grocery store in Stuart, Florida. The person who saw the incident followed the vehicle until it was intercepted by police only a few miles away. The suspect was arrested and identified as Beatrice Bijou.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay.
What's going on?
I went to Fresh Market and I just ran people over because I've been hearing voices in my head telling me to kill myself and to kill people.
Okay.
So I did it.
And what did you do at Fresh Market, you're saying?
I ran people over with my car
On purpose.
on purpose.
You know how many people?
I don't know how many people.
Okay, just keep that. Do you know how fast you were going?
Children. Okay. Where do you live?
This is Tracy Jones. Tracy is about to be interrogated by the police after she was caught stealing money from a law firm she worked for. Together, Tracy Jones, Brett Kelly, Keith Dozier, and Courtney Kelly devised a plan to steal over $1 million. This plan would include holding a woman named Gail Spencer in her home while Tracy went to work and use Gail's PIN numbers to transfer the money. Keith and Brett would watch Gail while Courtney set up a bank account for the money transfer. Unfortunately for the four criminals, things didn't go as planned. Brett would panic and take Gail's life because he feared she would go to the police. Courtney also panicked after the money was transferred because she thought that Tracy would double-cross her and leave her with nothing. Instead of meeting up with everyone else, she hid out in a hotel and spent large portions of the money. Tracy would be arrested first because of the money transfers, and she would be brought in for interrogation.
Bam! Hey, Tracy.
Hey.
Bam! How are you doing today?
Okay, I'm tired.
You tired?
Yeah.
Why are you tired?
We got so much work.
Finish it.
It's driving me crazy.
Is it? Stressful?
It's very stressful.
How you been sleeping?
I sleep. I have thyroid disease, so I sleep pretty good anyway.
She hadn't been sleeping very well. Okay. Well, I wanted to talk to you again about Friday morning, the 5th of October.
Okay.
Now, let's go over what happened with you that morning. Okay.
Okay.
Tell me everything from that starting. Okay.
When I got up.
When you got up,
Okay.
let's go through the story.
All right, I got up and I realized that. I realized before I didn't have any floor tabs.
Right.
Okay, and I remember my friend had told me there was a guy over there. I might have been on the wrong road. I don't even know.
Who's your friend?
Brady.
Finish
Brady
him.
told me that there should be a guy. His name's Eric. He told me something. She kind of gave me the directions. And so I said, all right, I'm gonna go over there and see if the lights are on or something. I'll knock on the door and let him know I know her. So I got over there, and like I said, I might have been on the wrong road. I don't know, but I chickened out. There was no lights on none of the houses on that road. So my car wouldn't crank. So
What time did you get to work?
about 8:30.
Okay. What kind of car were you driving?
My car,
Your car?
Mhm.
You have what?
Honda Civic,
Okay. What color?
silver.
All right. Was there anybody with you
When?
you went over to where Gail was at?
No, nobody was with me.
Nobody was in the car? Did you ever use Gail's phone?
No, I did not.
The detective uses questions Tracy would have no need to lie about to see how she reacts when she tells the truth. Later, he will use this information when he believes she is lying.
What was wrong with your car?
I think the battery cable gets loose sometimes because it does it on me all the time.
So usually when it don't crank, the first thing you would do is check that battery cable.
That or just sitting there for a little bit and it'll finally crank. I don't know why it does it, but I guess it just needed tight and then.
But that morning you decided not to sit there and wait or jiggle around with it. You just walked over to Gail's.
Yeah, I was nervous. I was scared because I never knew this guy. I'm not one to go buy drugs. I really didn't know what to do with myself. You know what I mean? So I said, well, I'm just gonna walk over to Gail's. And I was scared she'd saw me, give me something to drink. I was about to die of thirst, and I had to pee really bad. So I said, I'll just walk up here. And I knew she had been sick. She was sick Wednesday. I didn't get to see her Thursday at work.
What was she wearing? Was she in her pajamas?
No, I think she had on work clothes.
Like what?
I can't remember. It seems like it was an orangey top or something like that. But no, she had work clothes on. I know it wasn't pajamas. And she told me, she said, well, I gotta get ready. And she, like I said, she hauled back to her bedroom. It's like she didn't want to deal with me or something.
She got a glass of water, right?
Yeah, I got me a glass of water.
Okay. Was it a glass, a cup?
It was a green cup.
Green cup, okay. So you can remember it was a green cup, but you can't remember what Gail was
Yeah,
wearing.
but I guess because I looked at it. But like I said, because she came to the door and she like hauled back to her bedroom.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you what I had on that
All
time.
right. Well, let's do this. Let me go ahead and let you know this.
Okay.
All right. And I'm not trying to be rude or mean. All right. But I am going to be firm with you.
Okay.
All right, Tracy. The lower tab deal, going over there to Eric's and everything. All right. I've already confirmed that's a lie. That's a lie. Listen.
Finish
Tracy,
him.
I don't know. You got yourself. I don't know if you're involved in this from the beginning or if you got drugged into it and didn't mean to. But your story about going over there to get drugs, I've already been talking to people that said no, it's a lie, okay? And the fact that you knew where Gail lived at, no, that's a lie too.
Okay.
All right, so listen, the only thing you're gonna do is make it harder on yourself. So
Okay.
let's stop the bullshitting. Do you wanna help yourself or do you wanna go deeper
I'm not bullshitting. I don't know what happened to her. She was fine when I left. That's all I know. How would I have anything to do with what happened to her?
Well, I also know that you weren't alone.
Yes,
Also
I was
know.
alone.
No.
Yes,
Tracy,
I was
no.
alone.
No.
Finish him.
You have kids.
Yes, I do.
You have a 15. And how old's your other?
17.
Okay. You're a 15-year-old, right? He's still in school, still basically a baby, everything else, okay? You need to start thinking about him, okay?
I know that.
All right? So you need to start thinking about him. Now, are you going to keep lying to me or not?
I'm not lying. Why would I have anything to do with any
Tracy,
of this?
we know better. Tracy,
You know better.
we know better.
Okay.
Okay? We know.
Too far away. I'm out of range. I need to get closer. Too far away. That's recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I'm out of range.
Know better. All right? We know. We know things already. All right? So now you want to say you're lying or not?
I mean, I'm not lying. I've told you everything.
You didn't go over there to get no Lord house. All right. Who gave you the information?
My friend
Finish him.
Brandy who?
Wolf.
Okay. So, if I talk to Brandy, is Brandy gonna say, yeah, I told her?
I'm sure she will, but her husband don't know she takes Lortab, so I don't know.
Okay.
But she told me that. I'm not. I don't have anything to do with none of this, and it's really breaking my heart that you did. I like Gail. I love Gail.
All right.
I don't know what happened to Gail, but I know that
She's dead.
I know she's dead,
Okay.
and you don't think that don't upset all of us?
All of us is in who?
Me and everybody at work.
Yeah.
It's driving us crazy.
Let's do this, Tracy, okay? Let's do this. Let's put it right. You are there at Gail's house now. Gail is getting ready, you said, to go to work.
It looked like she was to me.
Okay? Gail doesn't show up to work. All right?
And we all thought that was weird.
Okay? Then, Saturday morning, at 3:30 Saturday morning, she's found dead in her house, still with her work clothes on. You are the last person to see her
But
alive.
that don't mean I had anything to do with it.
I don't know. You're the
I
one.
know I
You're going to have to
didn't.
convince me.
I
of that.
know I didn't.
Why do you think I was telling you? I don't know if there's something that you got drug into.
I promise you, I'd have
Okay.
no. If I knew what happened to her, I would have done came to you and told you, because I'm that type of person. I would have done came down here and said, this is what I think happened, or this is. I don't know. It was just a coincidence.
Listen, I've got two different versions that you told me about what happened. That you were taking a friend home.
And I told you why I told my work.
That doesn't make any sense.
I didn't want them to know I was over there looking for drugs.
You didn't have to tell them that.
Okay, well,
But it doesn't, see, let me put yourself in my shoes. Would that make any sense to you?
I understand why it don't make no sense to you. Okay. But that was the way I mean, if you think I had anything to do with that, why would I even tell my work I went by there? I mean, that would have been stupid.
That's
Hello?
right. That's right. I don't know. I've seen a lot of
It's
stupid
a
things.
coincidence.
All of this is just a coincidence?
That I happen to be by there. Of course it is. I can never do nothing to hurt anybody.
I didn't say that you hurt anybody.
And I couldn't have anything to do with any of it. There's no way I could have anything to do with her. I loved her. I can't even handle that job without her there. It's driving me crazy.
Tracy, listen, I know, okay?
You don't know how stressed I am. You have no idea without her there. It's driving me crazy. It's driving me nuts. I really just want to quit my job because I don't know that I can do it without her there.
Finish him.
Hey, have fun!
What now? Victory for Sylvanas. Yes. Embrace the shadow. What is it? Beware the living. What would you ask of death? Remember, patience, discipline. I'm listening. Dark Lady watch over you. I am forsaken. Beware the living. I'm listening. Beware, our enemies abound.
But I can't leave him there with it because none of them, like, we have a closing day at 3 o'clock. None of them know how to do it but me. And I just had to walk up and leave everything.
Well,
And they don't know how to do it. And I can't walk up and leave him like that. I promise you, if I know anything or if I knew anything, I would be the first one down here telling you. Now, if y'all think I had something to do with it, I mean, what do I need to do?
First of all, he's not saying you have anything to do with it.
No.
He's saying you have a lot more information.
I
You
don't
may not
think
even
I
realize
have any more information.
Because the people that we got in this, you know every single one of them. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
You do.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. What did I tell you, Tracy? I told you. We know things. We already know. Okay? We already know, Tracy.
The detective is doing his best to convince Tracy that they already know everything, hoping that she will believe him. When Tracy continues to deny knowing anything, the detective starts to become very frustrated.
Pretty. Okay? I just left the autopsy. All right? This woman who's never hurt anyone in her life, that's done everything and that she's supposed to do. She raised a child, single mother, on her own, worked hard every single day to provide a life for him, okay? Every day. She's worked. She's 58 years old, she was still getting up every day and going to work. All right? Hadn't hurt a soul, never been in trouble in her life, paid all her bills, done exactly what she was supposed to do, and then someone comes inside her house and kills her. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel awful.
Okay, and the last person that was there
Wasn't me.
was you.
I know.
Okay.
How do you think that makes me feel?
I didn't say that you killed her, Tracy. I didn't say that. I did not say that at all. I've never said that. But you know more, and we already know. If you hadn't figured that out by now, come on. I'm trying to give you a rope to pull yourself out of this, girl. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm trying to give you a rope. Now, you can do one of two things. Either you can take it and save yourself, or you can drown with the rest of them.
I don't know anything else than what I've told you.
All right, well.
I wish I did. I wish I could sit here and tell you something that would help, but I don't.
You want to, Tracy. I can look in your face.
I don't know. If I had something to tell you, I swear to God I would tell you, because I love Gail.
Everybody that knew you and Gail said that you and Gail did not get along.
And yet we didn't get along in the office sometimes,
Okay.
but we talked all the time.
You talked all the time?
Yeah, we would sit down in there in that break room, in the smoke room in Calder's office, and she would tell me things about her and her family and... I promise I would tell you. If I knew more, I would tell you.
You're not telling the whole truth. And all right, listen to me now. I'm real good at what I do, okay? And it's always tough in my job when I'm in a room or like this with somebody I know, okay? Because I know where your heart, I know you love them babies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You love them babies. Everybody's always talking about how you love them babies. So there's nothing that anybody's gonna say that's gonna make me look at you like a horrible person. You understand?
Yeah.
People who don't know you, okay? But it's real important. We don't want people to look at you like a horrible person. If you continue not to tell the truth about everything, they don't know you like I do. They don't know that maybe you got directed down the wrong path by some bullshit, that you're not a heinous person, okay? I can tell them all day long.
Yeah.
And they love me. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to wonder, well, Chapman said it straight, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, at the end of the day, when they know what they know, and you're sitting here going, what are you talking about? I'm going to go ahead and tell you. Even though I know you, and even if I didn't know you, that whole bullshit about I just happened to be in that neighborhood that morning and my car broke down and it started back up. I mean, if it was my own mother sitting there, I'd be going, damn, Mom, you should have come up with some better shit than that. You know?
I mean, that really is what happened.
I understand, but I'm just saying, I just said, Mom,
I mean, if
you
I
don't
had
dig
anything
that
to do
all
with
up.
it's like I told you, if I had anything to do with that, why would I have even told
The same
anybody
reason
I
they
was
all
out
do.
there? I would never went to work
No.
and told him that.
That's the same reason they all do, sweetheart. See, that doesn't mean anything to an investigator, and I'm gonna tell you why. I've never interviewed a murder suspect that didn't put himself there prior to the murder. You know why? Because they already know we're gonna get their fingerprints, and if they say they weren't there at all, and we get their prints, they're done.
Yeah.
So they always say, "Yeah, I was there earlier
I've
that day."
been in our house before.
I understand,
so-
but see, we can tell by certain tests, like a fingerprint, whether that fingerprint was put there 3 months ago or it was put there yesterday.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
Okay, yeah, I mean, we can tell stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, and anybody who watches CSI on TV, you know, I mean, I hate those shows. They tell everybody what we can do.
Yeah.
But they all say, "Yeah, I was there," but I wasn't there when that happened because they don't want to get caught in that lie.
Yeah.
So they always admit to being there. So by you saying, if those investigators come in here, if you say, "Well, why would I do that?" Sweetheart, every one of them, they've always done it. They always do that. That's all part of it. But the thing about it is, because I know you're not capable of doing what I know happened to this woman.
Yeah.
Okay? But there's no doubt in my mind, sweetheart, regardless of what you say, and that's what, you know, when they come out and they talk to me, they tell me, and I shake my own head because I said, that don't even make no sense. I don't know why she's saying it like that. And I asked him, I said, I'm going to go around there and talk to her. And this isn't my case. So I wouldn't even be in here right now if they hadn't approved it. But I said, I know her, give me an opportunity to go in there and just talk to her.
You know me, I take Lord out. I have to take them. I have arthritis everywhere, and I have to take them. A friend of mine stole half my Lord tabs out of my pocketbook.
Who?
I think it was either Brandy or it was Amy, my cousin Amy. It was either one of them. I don't know which one. They both have.
Because you met up with Amy downtown not too long ago.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. We real good about finding out everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I'm sure you are.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
understand.
Let me tell you why. Because you're lying, Tracy. Look at me. You are lying. I know you're lying. I know you're lying. I know it. They know it. They're sitting around there eating Arby's sandwiches and Subway, just waiting to come back in here, just waiting to walk back in here in a minute and go, "Are you fucking retarded?" You know what I mean? That's what they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna do. At the bureau, I do that. For them to go, and most of the time they start crying, "I'm sorry, I lied." And there was no reason that he would think that you.
Why would I want to call him? Why would I even want?
Hang on, sweetheart. If you know he didn't have nothing to do with this, and he wouldn't have any reason to think that you would, then he'll answer the phone for you. We both know, one, you're not going to want to call him. Two, we both know if you do call him, he's not going to answer the phone. And then you know, without a doubt, you can't lie to me anymore.
No, he don't always answer.
Okay,
the phone
well,
for
call
me.
him. Let's try.
What do you mean?
Why though?
Put the phone down. Let's call him. I just want to get you to that place, sweetheart.
I don't understand what I'm lying about.
Hang on. Call him. Just so I can show that you're being honest and you're not doing anything sneaky. You mind if I look at your phone while you do it?
No, okay.
Did you just delete his number before I looked over?
It's in here.
Alright, go to your recent calls.
I don't have any. That's fine. I was trying to get my son a ride home.
Baby, you deleted all your recent calls before you walked in here.
I always
Hang on.
delete my calls.
Baby, no girl does that.
Oh, look at my messages. I even delete my messages. The only messages I
Hell
keep
yeah,
are
you
ones I
did.
want.
You know why, Tracy?
Why?
Because you're lying.
No, I'm not.
Tracy, you're lying. You are lying. There's no.
So you think I'm sitting here lying and I had something to do with that?
Tracy, I think that you're scared that he may have. Message you in the last.
We know exactly like house.
About 35 minutes. 35 minutes. In Macon or do I live in Macon? Are you in Macon? No, sir. Where are you at, buddy? Warner Robins. Warner Robins? Where are you at in Warner Robins? Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake. That's some good stuff, man. Yes, sir. Okay. Let me ask you a question. Your girl, Tracy here has been honest with me, okay? Alright? I want to see if you're as honest as she has. In the last hour, how many times has she text messaged you? In the last hour? Yeah. 5 times. Okay. Alright. Cool. Let me ask you a question, Brett. You gonna come see me?
Yes.
I can. You know who I am, right? No, sir. Well, you know what I am, right?
Remember.
No, sir. I don't know your name. No, I'm saying if she's text messaged you in the last hour, you know she's down here talking to the police. I seen the messages. She thought she was going to delete them, but I got to them a little faster than she could. So you know she's talking to the police, and I already know you know that. Yes, sir. All right. So you gonna come see me? Yes, sir. All right. You gonna come? Where you gonna? You gonna come down here to City Hall? Where do you want me to come to? All right. Come to the Detective Bureau, Brett. Yes, sir. It's located at the corner of First and Popular. Alright? Yes, sir. Whether you show up or not is going to tell me wonders, man. Okay, well, I'll be there now. How long is it going to take you to get here, my friend? About 35 minutes. 35 minutes. Alright, listen now, we're going to, me and Tracy, we're going to hang out until you get here, okay? That's fine. You're a good man. I appreciate you, brother. Alright, no problem. Alright, bye.
Bro, do you have your driver's license? Oh, it's not on me. Where's it at? Honestly, it'd probably be in one of my pants. I rarely keep up with that thing. You drove up here without a driver's license? Well, I know I'm breaking the law.